Hi my friends, thank you so much for watching my video and let's begin. And first I'll start with introducing myself. My name is Kat and I am a self-development guide, and I also help women, very ambitious women, that usually means lots of burnout is coming along with it. I help such women to actually feel balanced and feel well about themselves. Because why I do that? Because I'm one of them. I've been in a tech field, in a retail field for a very long time, and I know exactly what the burnout is, and I know exactly how it feels to always having to need to deliver in a very timely manner. I know exactly how it feels to all constantly being under deadlines, under lots of pressure and everything. So unfortunately, burnout comes as a huge part of such jobs. Don't get me wrong, they are great, but we often tend to forget that there is life outside of such things. So, me, I'm the person who did not know what my favorite color is when I was 28 years old. And that actually got me thinking, what am I doing wrong in my life? How come I accomplished so many different things? I moved to a new country, I found an amazing job, not even one. I succeed in every single one. My marriage is very happy. We've been together for a very long time. And but how come I don't feel happy? So I just started thinking, but what is that I want to do? What is that I want to do with my life? And I've tried so many different tools. I've tried so many different methods of self-development. Of I was just simply trying to figure out who am I, and like, why am I even here? Why am I even in this world? So I started looking into different self-development tools. I've been into this field of energy healing for over 10 years, and I should admit this journey certainly changed my life, because changing everything in your life, if you want to change anything, should start with shifting your mindset. That should be a number one thing to do always. So I've been in this field for over than 10 years, and I've been exploring different tools, and once I found a few that perform magic, in my opinion, I actually decided that I want to do that for other people. I want to be the same guide as I had once for myself, but thanks to me constantly learning something, I have an incredible opportunity to combine all my knowledge, run it through my experience, and offer something unique. So I've been helping women for more than 2 years. I work with women around the world, and I'm saying it like it's super easy, but in reality, I am guiding them to their true selves again, on that forgotten path that they stepped on while achieving goals. So I'm there to help them and return them, and help them to release whatever blocks they have, whatever limited beliefs they have. So I'm there to help. So whatever struggles you might be dealing with in your life, like money, financial, relationship, anything, we work with that. And like I said, I think one of the most important things that I also would like to mention is that I do not believe in treating symptoms. This is why you rarely will see me in a doctor's office. I'm the one who finds and does everything possible to find the root cause of it. Why did it happen? You have a headache? You will never see me handing you Advil. The first question I'll be asking you, what do you do? What were you doing? When did it start? How did it start? What you were feeling, and etc. So in my opinion, everything has its own root cause, and I'm here to find it. because if we don't heal the root cause, if we don't find it, the cycle will be repeating the same over and over again. You will be just repeating and you'll never get out of it. So this is why I'm offering theta healing as one of my tools, because it does help to rewire the subconscious mind, and it does help to eliminate the root cause of whatever issue you're dealing with. Okay, so you guys know, probably not yet, but I'm a great fan of archetypes, and this is exactly what I'm using in my work. So one of the things that I can actually do is do a yearly forecast by a certain time period, by date of birth. And obviously, you know that everything in our life carries its own energy. So for example, when each month, each date has its own effect on us. And of course, there are some common energies, like for everybody, that the year brings us. And I'm sure you've noticed that this year, everybody is thinking a lot about their lives and reflecting a lot, trying to remember. Like you could see that some people from your past could be coming back. The boom messages from ex-boyfriends is crazy among all my friends. So, but just something to keep in mind, and it's certainly something that the year of Hermit brings us, right? So when we're talking about month, I'd like to talk a little more about month of June for everybody, and then we'll go by date of birth. So the month of June is ruled by the energy of the devil, but hear me out. There's nothing to be scared of, because the devil is not as bad. Like, I know everybody gets really freaked out. Oh my god, I have a devil energy in my profile. What do I do now? My life is screwed. No, it's not. Energy of devil actually means that it is the time that we need to dedicate for feeling pleasure, for being back to life, for actually realizing what is that we like, for allowing ourselves to have more in our lives. So this is what it is about. So if you look at the presentation that I wrote right here, it is actually a very, very, very great time to make ourselves happy, right? And yourself is a keyword, because this year the energy of devil is built on the energy of lovers, and the lovers energy usually means that it's something that we need to decide within ourselves. What is that we like for ourselves the most? So think about it. Think, what have you been postponing for so long? What kind of pleasure have you been postponing for yourself for a very long time? And do it. So June is a really, really, really great time to do it. So like, if you've been wanting to buy new shoes, if you've wanted to have a massage done, if you've wanted to spend a whole day in bed with your loved one and have a great date in it, what if you wanted to go on a date with yourself? What if you wanted to grab a book and have some coffee and just be in silence, right? So think about it. Think of what exactly is that you can do and you want to do for yourself. But since we're talking about the energy of the devil, of course, there is some kind of provocative energy coming along with it, right? So just make sure that you're able to separate your own desires and your own wishes from something that a little devil sitting on your shoulder might be telling you to, right? So for example, you're going out with a company of your friends and they're telling you how nice it'd be to try this new cocktail that takes everybody down, and you normally don't drink alcohol, so you're like, no thanks, it's not my thing. But so just be cautious of situations like that. Or for example, you might be offered some fast and easy and quick way to earn the money, but turns out it's illegal. So guess what? You're not gonna do that either. So the energy of devil has another side of it where we need to think of consequences, and we need to think very carefully, and we also need to be careful and avoid any kinds of provokes, right? Also, think twice before acting on something, and make sure the decision is yours. The decision that you are making is yours. Also, this energy can open the doors to your darkest side. For example, you've been a people pleaser your whole life, right? And all of a sudden in June you feel like, I don't want to be that anymore. I actually can say no. So to others, to your surrounding, you all of a sudden become a person who is not convenient anymore, but in reality you're looking at the good girl that's been sitting inside you all this time, and you're actually putting it aside and saying, no, it's my time now. It's my time to live my life for myself. So good girl, please step aside. So just keep that in mind. So some like dark sides, when I mean dark sides, it really is not that dark, but it's just something for you to keep in mind that this situations can certainly appear, right? So now when we look for we'll be going by month, so I'll be going through everybody who's born in this and this and this and that month. So for everybody who's born in January, June is perfect time for traveling. You might expect some career growth. If you have business, you can have that as well, some growth, some promotion. Like if, for example, you were creating or selling some products, you can certainly expect some promotion of it, maybe from others, from help. So for you, it would be a really good time to do a checkup of your body, of your health. So go have some ultrasounds done, go see a doctor, go find someone who will be able to just make sure that you are good, that you are feeling all right, that your blood work is looking great, that you don't have any conditions going on. So please take care of your body. It is a really good time to do so. And also don't forget about your emotions, because for everybody born in January, this energy, June will be under energy of the Chariot, and Chariot is too emotional. So it'd be nice to come down a little bit, especially before making any decisions, and actually think a little more, right? And also June would be a really good time for you to revisit your goals. So pull out that list of your goals that you have created for this year and just go over it again and revisit it and see whether they still align with you or not. So now we are moving on to February, and February is for everybody who's born in February. So in June, again, keep your head cool and think twice before acting, because it's also a little emotional for you. Do not obey any rules and laws. Be honest with yourself and others. And I'd like to stop here, because for people who are born in February, this month will be going under the energy of justice, and it's usually also called karma energy, which is not really the case, but I know many people, just because it's a cause effect type of thing, right? So we just need to make sure that we are that we have our own system of beliefs and we actually follow it. So am I being honest now with myself doing something, or am I doing it just because everybody is expecting me to do so? So it's just one of those things that is really being brought up to the surface for the energy of justice. The difference between my own perception versus what society expects of me. Society, system, anything expects me to do. So just keep that in mind. Always ask yourself, am I betraying myself anywhere? Like, am I again acting for the sake of others, meaning society, but not myself? Where is that I'm betraying myself? So just a question that you should be asking yourself every day of this month of June, right? And also it's a very good time to organize something. So if your desk has been a hot mess, just take some time and clean it, organize it. Find a little holder for your pens, or find a little holder for all your papers. Organize something, throw away something that is like all the drafts that you no longer need. Yeah, just take care of that. It's not such a big of a deal, and it's not taking that long, but it will certainly help your emotional state as well. So now moving on to everybody who is born in March, and for you in June is a great time to organize and find some time for yourself. Solo trip would be incredible, but also you get even a simple walk by yourself where you don't touch any devices, where it's just you and the nature would be amazing. Because why we need this? Because we are creating some space for you to reflect. So you need that space and time to look deep inside yourself and actually think about yourself. So please organize that for you, and do not rely on others, because the universe works this way. If you do not do it yourself, the universe will take care of it. So it will be a needed break. So for example, a break from relationship, right? If you are not finding the time for yourself, you'll be forced to have time for yourself. So think about it and make the right choices. Also, it is a great time to obtain new experience and be open to ideas. Be prepared for everything becoming super slow. You may lose a complete sense of time, and everything can be very, very, very slow. So just accept it. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to speed them up. Just let them be. Just let them be. Ask yourself, am I expecting my uniqueness? Oh, sorry, not expecting. Am I accepting my uniqueness? Am I accepting my uniqueness? Am I allowing my uniqueness to be visible and to be shown to others? And like I said, have a solo trip or simply go for a walk by yourself. So now moving on to everybody who's born in April, and that actually is a good time for new and great opportunities, and I'm already excited. Some massive life changes might be coming our way. It's good to travel, visit new places, try new foods, try new experiences, organize finances. Fun fact, I actually installed the app to control my spend, so I am halfway there. I just need to do it now. And it would be nice to start something new. And also try to incorporate gratitude practice into your daily routine. So for example, either wake up in the morning and name 5 things you're grateful for, or before falling asleep, do the same thing, but it's nice. Like we know, the energy of gratitude has the highest frequency, so think about it. So now for everybody who's born in May, incorporate sport or any physical activity into your life in June. You may feel an urgent desire to do something you've been postponing for a long time. Why? Because you will be feeling like a Superman. You will be feeling so strong. You will be feeling so capable. But before going into complete Superman mode, please ask yourself, do I actually have energy for this? Do I actually have power and strength to do this, or is it all in my head? Because you need to be very, very, very careful and very cautious of actual resources that you have, because you might lose a complete sense of what you will be dealing with in June. So something to keep in mind. You have to rest after hard work or any work. Make sure to even add rest into your planner. So like actually add a slot, a time period for rest after work. And you have to do it. You'll thank me later, I promise. Also find ecological ways of working with anger and aggression, because you might feel extra aggressive and extra angry on some situations, on some things. So try to find, as usual, therapy will be great with this, but just try to work with this and try to find a reason, but also move it in the right direction. But make sure you're not hiding it. Make sure you accept it. Just find an ecological and good and healthy way to release that, because you still need it. You cannot keep it in yourself. It'll burn your life. So you cannot do that to yourself, and please don't. So now let's talk about people who are born in June. In June, be careful with any form of tools that affect your mind. Be open-minded. I mean, alcohol, drugs, things like this. That's a huge no for you in June. Or at least be very, very careful. Because you need to keep that sense and that connection with reality. And using alcohol and drugs, unfortunately, is not, or actually fortunately, is not the best way to do that. Be open-minded. Some new ideas may come your way. You may have a solution for the problem that you've been dealing with for a very long time from a very unusual place. So just be open, and be open to any kind of ideas, because there is a solution to something. Also, it is perfect time to practice saying no. We talked a little bit about this, but think about it. This multiplied by the devil energy, you really want that. Also, please take time to relax and plan it for yourself, and actually relax. Not scroll on Instagram for hours, but relax. Maybe grab a book, maybe do a social detox, something. Go spend time by the beach. Anything that works for you, but make sure you're relaxing and making sure you're coming to a good inner state. And a question that will help you to go through June is, what am I sacrificing myself for? Like, is it even worth it that I put so much effort? Is my goal even worth it? That. So now moving on to people who are born in July, and for such people, please be ready for changes and think what you're ready to let go of. You can even make a list, or just simply revise what is that's no longer serving you, and what's no longer working for you. Also, June would be a perfect time for deep spring cleaning in all parts of your life. So either it's your backyard, your fridge, your bathroom, your bedroom, your personal life, the people that surround you that need to go away. Please do that. It's perfect time to do so. Finish everything you've been trying to for a long time. So literally make a list of things that you have never finished, and just go through that list. So you started reading a book, you started listening to an audiobook, you started listening to a course, you started a project at work and never finished. So either complete it, or make an agreement with yourself to close it and never come back to it again, because you wouldn't believe it, but such things drain your energy. So please, it is really your responsibility to do such things. And remember, leaving it aside and thinking you'll come back to it later is not a good idea. If you know that if you okay, let's be honest. If you have not completed it in the past 2 years, the chances you'll come back to it are less than zero. So just like I said, come to agreement with yourself that you'll just forget about it and notice how great it works for you. And also you can go to a theme park, ride a roller coaster, but double check it's safe. You can have many different options here. So like go and ride an airboat, go do paddle boarding, I don't know, anything that rushes that brings that adrenaline rush into your body, but make sure it's healthy. So you'll just need it. It'll be like an energy reset for you. And this month it's actually a good to have such. So for everybody who's born in August, you need to aim to find balance in the topic that triggers you most. Try something that keeps your focus and progress and not result. Observe your emotions and let them be. And like I said, like I mentioned before, therapy is really great because for everybody born in August, June brings the energy of temperance, and temperance is usually about from one extreme to another extreme. And I'll just go to the first bullet point where you would love to aim to find the balance, your happy medium in things, because you might notice in June that you're going from one extreme to another extreme. And this is not the best scenario for you to go to, because one day you could be eating 5 burgers at once, the next day you're not eating anything at all. So this is not the best way to stay sane. And June is literally calling for finding a balance in your life. You can also buy yourself a nice perfume, whichever you like. So go take some time and smell some things, see how they feel in your body, see how you like them and everything. And what else? Or maybe it's essential oil, or maybe it's a body spray, anything that you can smell and that brings you joy. Okay, so please do that for you this month. And also don't let emotional vampires affect you. I'm sure you've noticed them a lot, but I'm sure there are some people around you that after communicating with, you feel like you are drained. So just let them go. They are not needed in your life. No one needs to suck any energy out of you. You need it yourself. So now for everybody who's born in September, you got a bingo, you got double devil, because one, it's for you personal, and then it's the common energy for everybody this month. So you need to let your good girl out, but make sure to understand the consequences. Like I mentioned in the beginning, let your dark side be safe, obviously, right? But just don't hide it. For example, you know that for the longest time you get irritated with some behaviors of others, but you've been tolerating it for a very long time. But now, so June would be a great time for you to actually analyze that and discuss it with them. Like, hey, I don't find this behavior towards me an okay behavior, so let's do something about it. It's about protecting boundaries, including, so keep that in mind. Don't shove your dark side, talk to it, like I said, right? So don't ignore it. It's okay to have some feelings that are thought to be negative, like anger, aggression, but they're not bad. They're there for a reason. We just need to move them into right direction. And this is what we need to do. So don't ignore it. Don't ignore whatever comes to your life, whatever comes to your head. Just try to figure out why. Why is that? Avoid alcohol, drugs, etc. Again, devil is very provocative energy, so just be very, very careful with that. You may have an opportunity to make money quick, but make sure it's everything that you offered and everything you're doing is legal and safe for you and others, obviously, right? And you can meditation will really help you this month. This will allow you to keep your head cool and do not make any irrational decisions and actions. So now for everybody born in October, June will be a time for drastic changes. The whole life goes under strict revision, so just keep that in mind. And again, if you are not ready for the changes, if you're not initiating the changes yourself, be ready for the universe to do that for you. And not always the universe chooses the best ways possible, so just be ready for that. So if you have not cleaned your closet and you have the clothes in it for the past 20 years, maybe it's the time to clean it out. Maybe it's the time to donate some items. Maybe it's the time to clean something. So please do that. And it's really the time of pretty much rebuilding the whole system of restructuring everything that you have in your life. Don't be afraid to start something new. Just be ready. Try new ways in the business, new technologies, restructuring. Like I said, be open to start something new. So you may have completely new ways of running the business. You may change the approach that you've taken before. You may change everything pretty much upside down. Also, June will be perfect time for getting married and time for renovation, real estate purchase, and sale. For people who are born in November, June is a great time to trust the intuition in yourself. Step out in yourself. Think, what are my talents? What talents have I been trying to hide from others for so long? Think about it. You can even write this question down somewhere and come to it every so often. Also, June would be a great time to hang out with your friends and work on any type of art. So if you want to do pottery, if you want to do acrylic painting, if you want to do cross stitching, anything, just find something that lights you up, that you enjoy doing. All right. Also, every day, remind yourself and tell yourself at least 10 compliments. So you can start your day, or again, you can do it before going to bed, like I am pretty, I am kind, I am generous, I am strict, I am responsible, anything you can think of. But just make sure you find those 10 things and try to keep them different every day. See how that works for you. And we are moving on to everybody who's born in December, and June will be a great time for therapy or deep soul healing, because all your fears are coming out to the surface. And this certainly is a great time to bring your life to the next level, because we know that our success is usually blocked by some fears. And I actually have a great guide about this, because you can actually see what fears are writing, are ruling your life instead of you based on date of birth. So if you comment on this, I'll share it with you. And also pay attention to what qualities do you find annoying in others, and why to do that is because they're pretty much mirror to you in June. So if someone annoys you for being late, just take a look at yourself. How often are you being late? And if really it annoys you, then it means it's something that you are not accepting within yourself as well. So maybe it's something that you can work on and improve. And I can guarantee you that once you pay attention to it, it won't annoy you and others as much as it used to. You can also learn a few new recipes in June. This will be a great time too for some delicious cooking, and you can certainly use that opportunity. And it'd be nice to track your dreams and thoughts. And again, just because in June you'll notice a lot how your subconscious speaks to you, so you really want to pay attention to what it says, right? And dreams and thoughts are number one thing, because you know that this is how it tries to talk to us. And also try to make an effort to shift your thoughts into positive direction, because you probably will have a desire to think something negative, you know, like run your worst fears. You might have some very intrusive thoughts, but try to shift them towards positive direction. And there's actually a really nice trick to do that. Everything that you're thinking that and that carries negative impulse of energy, like I don't know, something about getting into a car accident, for example, right? Just say, I cancel, and it'll help your brain to revert what you thought or what you said. So keep that in mind. So this is all I have for you for June. I will do the same thing for July. I will be happy to see your comments and likes, of course. And also, I prepared a wonderful meditation that is dedicated to showing you that you can allow yourself to receive more. Why I did that? Because, like I said, devil is the energy of the pleasure, and we often tend to forget what exactly that we want, right? So I wrote that meditation for everybody interested, and please feel free to do it. It'll be a great addition for your June, and I can guarantee that you will find it useful. And this is it for me. Again, my name is Kat, and thank you so much for staying with me. I will be happy to see your support with your comments or likes or anything, or maybe even share this video with your friends or family. And have a wonderful June. I'll see you later. Bye bye.